6802, obligation with the respect of disclosure of personal information. We're going to go down to 1B. Let me blow this up. Well, B1. It says opt out. In general, a financial institution may not disclose your non-public personal information to a non-affiliated third party unless. So when it has the word unless, that means that it's conditional. So what are those conditions? Well, before I get to that, let me break down this legalese right here. Well, a financial institution, we know who that is. Let's just go. It could be Capital One, American Express, Finger Hut, whatever, whoever that is. And not disclose your non-public personal information. Well, what is that? Your non-public personal information is the account number, the balances, your social, your address. That information is not public information. A non-affiliated third party. Well, who is a non-affiliated third party? Well, TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, any of the consumer reporting agencies, a lawyer's office, third-party debt collector. They can't share that information unless, okay, excuse me, what are the two? A, such financial institution clearly and conspicuously discloses to the consumer in writing on electronic form or other form permitted in regulations prescribed in Section 6804 of this title, that such information not will be disclosed, right? Not will be disclosed, but may be disclosed to such third party. Not will be, but may be. And that's the key there. So not that they will, but that they may be. But look at B. Let me blow B up so you can see this. The second, so the first part is they must contact you to let you know that they may put it on or they may disclose it to a third party. Look at B. The consumer is given an opportunity before the time such information is initially disclosed to direct that such information not be disclosed to such third party, right? So the consumer is given the opportunity before the time that such information is initially disclosed to direct that such information not be disclosed to such third party. Also, the consumer is given an explanation on how the consumer can exercise that non-disclosure option. Number one, if they don't contact you, they're in direct violation of the law. Why? Because they must contact you before they put that negative item on your consumer report. And in order to put it on there, right, you have to give them permissible purpose. You have to say, yes, it's okay. Remember, we looked at permissible purpose, 15 USC 1681B, and it says in written instruction from the consumer to who it relates. So if you did not give them permissible purpose to put that, now it goes for good and bad. It doesn't go for just negative things. Before they put anything on your consumer report, you must first give permissible purpose. So that's why they don't contact you. They don't contact you, number one, because they know what you would say. And number two, they don't contact you because they know that you don't know the law. They know that you're not going to say anything about it. You're not going to say, oh, you guys violated my rights under 15 USC 6802, obligation with the respect of disclosure of personal information. No, because the average person in America, you don't even know consumer law to that extent. But this is why, and I told you earlier that I was going to prove to you that they're violating your rights each and every day. I just proved it. Because they don't contact you, but they're supposed to contact. Also, the same thing I showed you with 15 USC 1681A, when we went down to section 2, it says it right there, right? That transactions or experiences are to be excluded from your consumer report. So that means that late payments, the balances, isn't a charge off a transaction? Yeah. Isn't a repo a transaction? Sure is. What about a bankruptcy? What about foreclosures? They're all transactions. You said, well, okay, Mr. Scott, if that's the case, then nothing's supposed to be in my report. No, that's not true. Only the things that you want on there. Remember, we read what it says that the consumer reporting agencies must be cognizant of the consumer's right to privacy. That's why I can say what I want on my consumer report, because I have the right to privacy. No one needs to know that all of these things are on my consumer report. No one needs to know that.